Hey YouTube, this is City Prepping. In this video, we're going to take a look at the new Reolink Argus 2. This is a product that I found when doing research online about 6 or 8 weeks ago when looking for a do-it-yourself home security system. One of the things that really stood out about this particular product over the competitors is the fact that you had a solar panel option. A lot of the competitors, you have to take them down and charge them periodically. So I reached out to the company and asked if they'd be willing to send a couple of samples in exchange for review. So it's not a sponsored video. What we'll do in the video is we'll take a look at the unboxing and the initial setup. We'll take a look at the actual use cases for this. We'll take a look at the app that it comes with. And at the end, I'll give you my final thoughts, whether I think this is a good product or not for the particular price point. So stick around. Setting up the camera is actually pretty easy to do. Just simply take the camera out of the box, you'll have the accessories, and simply slide in the battery. And once you do this,
Camera has been started up. Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
you'll have a little walkthrough tutorial that you'll do on your app, and it will help you set it up to get it connected to your router.
Scan succeeded. Camera is connecting to your router. Please wait.
Once you're connected, you're good to go. You can actually start using it. It's about as simple as that, to be honest. Now, as far as setting it up on the outside or wherever you're going to put it, I chose to put it on the surface on the side of my house. We have some, really thick mortar on the side of our house, and I just drilled in both the solar and the camera setup. And they've been up there for about a month now with no issue. It's a pretty easy setup. Just got on a ladder and drilled them in. One of the things I really like about this setup is you don't have to run electricity to it. And as long as it has an internet connection nearby, that's really all you need for connection. Now in this example, what we'll do is we'll test it out. I'll walk up to it, and as you can see here, it will pick up and make a little noise on the app on the phone. That's why I've got the phone sitting right there in the view there. As you can see, there's also an option for an alarm. If you want to scare somebody off whenever they hear that, it's a pretty useful function. Now, one thing to point out, the cloud, whenever you're using the cloud for backup, it only stores 7-second clips at a time. One thing that I did find that was problematic is that if you walk straight at the camera, it won't turn on until you go sideways. In other words, if you come straight at the camera, it won't pick you up. Now on this one, you can see this is a live view where you can turn on the camera to actually do a recording at 1080. It's a much better quality than the one that records whenever the device is triggered by itself. I often use this feature if I see that the alarm has been tripped. I'll just turn on the camera to see what's happening around me. This part of the video, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate how this actually works on the app when it comes to using the camera. As you see, we've got the camera on right now. The little blue light's on, meaning it's tracking motion right now. Let me turn it away from me so it doesn't. Let's do this. We'll take a look at the app here. We'll fire this up, and what it's going to do is go ahead and load this up. And that's the camera that is downstairs on the front of my property. We'll do this one right here. This is a camera right here that's in front of us. As you can see, it's got a pretty good wide angle lens on it. And what we'll do is let's take a quick look at the history. If you can come down here, this one's got an SD card installed. So if you want to see what's happened, what motions have occurred, you can just simply come down here to the playback. And you've got your timeline. You can choose what date. This particular one, I installed it today and set it up. So it's had a lot of motion. Let's come over here and take a look at this. So if we look at this, we can see, actually I think that one's just from a second ago, but you can see the motion there that it's showing the timeline on the video. Let's flip it around here. Let's see if I can go back to a few. Here we go. Here's one when I was setting things up originally and get the camera aimed at it. Now this particular camera, I've got the, let me see if I can get that in view there. I've got the mini SD card installed. The other camera that is on the front of my property, if you look here, when you go into the apps, you have devices and then you have cloud. We'll click over here on cloud. And you have the option whenever you buy this to set up one free cloud account for a camera. Since I have two, I get one for free. I'd have to pay for the other ones. It's not that much. I'll put a price in. I'll put the information for pricing in the description section below. So as you can see here, you can take a look at the different videos. This one was from a nighttime view that we just did a second ago. And if you heard that, it's recording audio as well. You have that option. And let's go back here and take another look at some of this. These are different, times from the day when we were recording. And of course, it has a timestamp. And so this one gives you up to 1 gig of storage. Now, the only complaint that I have on this particular recording is that it seems so choppy. Let me go back one. I'm surprised in the day and age that we live in that you don't get a better, more clear picture when it... again, it's a little choppier than what I'd like to see. I was kind of hoping that it would be a much more clear picture. Now, whenever you get an alert, as you can see, that was just popping up on my phone right there, that there has been motion. What you can do is actually take a look and show in real time what that looks like. So, for example, this camera right here that I have on my desk, it's called Backyard, and we'll click on that one. Now, if I want to see in real time, I can come over here, and let me see if I can get that to focus on there. There's a little camera icon. I can click on that and record, and that will record, I believe, in the high, and that was stored onto my phone. There is an option, for 1080 or Fluent. I think Fluent's a little more clear, so that one's already selected. So let's take a look at what this is actually seeing right now. And let's see if I can move my hand here in front of it. So now you can see if the app triggers and says, hey, there's motion, and you want to flip over and see it, you could record this in high def like this. But the standard recording is kind of a lower quality. So as you can see, it's got a nice 1080 picture to it. Hopefully this video will help you determine whether this product is a good fit for you or not. I personally like it. I like the price point. I like the fact that it's easy to set up, and I enjoy that it has a solar panel, so I'm not having to take down the particular battery and charge it periodically. I'll probably be adding 3 or 4 more of these around my house in areas where I have a lot of traffic, and I just want to be able to monitor things when I'm not around or if we're on vacation. Now, I always love to get your feedback. I'd be curious what your thoughts are. Post your feedback, your questions in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, click on the like button, share on social media, and as always, be safe out there.